Okay, hello everyone. Everything works correctly. Okay, hello. There we go. Alright. So then, hello, and sorry for a bit of a stressful start. My thing is off. Oh, for God's sake. Oh my God, what is it like? Start to stream. Aki count.
Yeah, was chaos today.
So it was nice to do the lobby and all that, but there we go. I think we're finally on now. If I can just see the stream. Yep, that's good enough. Right, okay, so then sorry
Yeah,
for the
I see
stressful
it.
Yep, sorry for the stressful start. We are back on a nice Saturday in Belgium slash Spa-Francorchamps. Obviously today, comparing to yesterday was a wet qualifying. It'll be a dry qualifying, so we'll see much faster times on the board as we did from yesterday. And yeah, and again a reduced grid. So yeah, so not much action maybe, but we'll see what happens on the grid anyways.
Yeah, so Spa is the longest track here in the calendar, so it's very crucial that you don't miss to go out of the pits, otherwise you don't get a lap at the end. So yeah,
Let's see, the McLaren of Kvyatbona I think is in front, so maybe he'll be giving way to Paul Diver. So yeah, Spa, I think, as you said, one of the longest tracks and definitely one of the most entertaining. It's probably not as entertaining as it was back in real life, but I can assure you, here in the virtual game, it's exciting more so because you can pull off some pretty good moves around this track. So Paul Diver will
yeah.
be
So here in LRC we
yeah.
make every race entertaining.
Yeah, so here we go. Paul Dye will be setting the paces for today. So let's, I'll just be directing you through this lap. Through turn one we go. A lot of drama can happen here, as so we didn't see in 2012. As there is a gravel trap, of course, there, but it's not here in the game. They have not updated it. Now we go through a Rouge / Radion. If you want to have a debate over that, you can do that if you want in your spare time. As we now head
Well,
down the Camel Straight.
if I'm correct, the down part down there is the Rouge and the part at the top is Radion.
Yes, indeed. So there is. Oh, Paul Diver's binned it, so he will not be setting the paces, but Kizzy will. He'll take the masses on. There he is. As the camera angle, as we all know, love is very nice. Now through the tight right-hander. Ooh, I think he's got
No-name corner.
almost went off. Almost went off track. I can't remember what this corner is called, but if you can
That's
hitch it,
Puya.
okay, that's if you hitch it right, you can go flat out for that corner, but it's quite rare to do so.
Yeah, you need a lot of downforce to do that.
Yes, you do indeed. As we know, as now he heads out into sector 3. Obviously, as we know, Kizzy was I think is a very decent qualifier, so we'll see what time he sets on the board for everyone to chase. As now we approach he approaches
Loshimo.
Blanchimont. I was about to say that actually. I remember that corner. And now approaching the bus stop chicane, a very well-known chicane, which is very tight, and yeah, just a tight
Very.
corner. As now he approaches the line to set the paces of a 1:41.6.
That's a very decent lap time actually.
Yep, XD lol also contending for pole today. He's gonna come across the line with DRS. It's a 1:41.7, so he's just a hundredth off the pole time of XD lol. Kizzy, sorry.
And who is the next? Oh, Slink's already invalidated this lap.
See, yeah, but he's well behind. Someone who isn't well behind is DRS Doom. Sorry, that's Shift 12. He's in the pits. The next man to cross the line is Dave. So we'll be on board with him. He's invalidated his lap though. Who else is? It's coolest, I think. He's just gone off Blanchimont and now approaching bus stop chicane. Bends it quite nicely. Keeps it within the track limits. Yep. He'll now charge across the line with a lowly 142.4. As all Weibo set provisional pole time. It's a 141.4 as a yellow flag for it's Hashima. Probably slowing so he can prepare to do his fast lap. Let's see now. I think he's not the only one on an out lap. I think Dave, the likes of Dave and Paul Diver, also saying their laps. But I'll be on board with Hashima as we go along. Through into a Rouge and then up into Radion. Where the old house used to be on your left, now it's replaced by a huge grandstand. There's just a fact for you, as someone set it's Paul Diary set a banker lap, so it's a 45.5. As now he approaches Les Combes and into Malmedy, but though he says he was validated actually. Is that you say? Yeah, but he set a good sector. Yep. But the next man indeed to cross the line will be Dave. So out of turn 17, keeps it within the lines, and now approaches the bus stop. Bit of shaking, but usually doesn't imply the locking up. But now across the line he goes with a 143.6, so room for improvement for Dave. Yeah, let's see if we get some. Let's see if we get a 40 on the board. Hopefully, Yoss is thinking about that, and hoping to make a decent qualifying result for the two Ferraris. As the only teams with two drivers is the Alfa Romeo, Mercedes, and Ferrari. Obviously, considering the reserve of Dave as well, and Hashima too. I think he's a full-time driver. But anyways, fastest sector for Yossa. Obviously, doesn't imply that it's the fastest sector of the lap. Yep, indeed. Through Bruxelles, quite some spins can happen at Bruxelles, I think, and some collisions as well, as the two cars in front of him give way. They're still on the out lap, as so. Yes, indeed. Oof. Yeah, but obviously you can go side by side here with a car and not make it messy. Almost, yep. As sets another purple sector. Then again, as I say, I won't just keep repeating myself. But anyways, through Blanchimont, yep, flat out through there, as it is always. But where you have to you have to be a bit cautious going through Blanchimont in the wet. Keeping it within the lines. Yep, very clean through the bus stop chicane. I think it'll be a very good lap for him. It's actually an even better lap with a 141.3, which sets his provisional lap time as a pole position. Yeah, so yeah, they were actually correct this time. As Mr. Zoxon, he sets his lap with a 42.9, so room for improvement, because obviously we can definitely get a few 141s at least.
With the track illusion and the LDs.
Yeah. Ooh, I think something's happened to Kizzy, or he's just I thought he was spun into the gravel, but that's not the case. As DRS, as he has to give way to his teammate, DRS Junior saying his lap. It was a bit looked to be a bit tight, but gets in. Has now
He was probably giving a bit of toe,
yeah, maybe
I think.
yeah, indeed. So you always want to help your teammate. Now for the bus stop, clean, and it'll be a 142 or 43 with 43.2, which is good enough for 7th. Oh, Slinks has binned it here. He still hasn't set his lap as his bolter, but he's on his fast lap right now. And his Ferrari teammate of Kvyatbona gives way. Out of turn 15. So now full belt through sector 3. Hoping to join his teammate on the front row, or just make it a very nice, just make it into the top 5 at least. Through bus stop. Yep, very decent through there, and now slam down the throttle with DRS open. It'll be a 142.6, so not in the top 5, but just 200ths away.
So yeah, definitely top 5 is possible today here for him.
Yeah, so it'll be a good result. So hopefully it'll be a great qualifying result for 2 Ferraris. Now Hashima, he's on his fast lap as well. So I should switch back to the on the on-track cameras. Mouth. Through. Wait, okay. Sorry. Whoa, things almost got off. Almost went off.
Yeah.
But he's still.
That was very close here.
Yep, and also close through there as well, through turn 14. Now out into sector 3, fastest sector. Will it mean a...
Maybe.
Will it? Is it a
We
sign?
don't know.
Is it a sign as Big Yoza had it? Or will it be a sign for Hashima? Who knows? Maybe...
I mean, his split time looked very good, so it could be actually possible here.
Yeah, let's see. So here we go, through bus stop, clean as always. DRS open. It's a very fast time, I think. But actually, it's good enough for top 5, who topples his teammate of Coolest.
Yeah, so 141 is actually a very decent lap time here.
Yeah, so then, as we now tick down to almost 5 minutes of this session, there's a yellow flag. That's for Dave going a bit slow. Thinks is still yet to set his lap time, and he's in the pit, so he's gonna have to go for a 1-lap dash here. Right on board with Kizil. Looking to make it another pole position.
Yeah, well, his lap is already invalidated, but I think it's...
hopefully he didn't pick up this and next lap penalty. Otherwise I'll really ruin his chances for pole. But yeah, I think only this banker lap, only this out lap. Oh no, he's not on an out lap. Sorry. I don't think he's in the pits. I think he's already set his lap, so maybe he didn't improve that. I didn't see it, but anyways, whatever.
Also, Weber is now on a fast lap here.
Oh, okay, so we'll be on board with him. Oh, yeah, a very fast lap indeed through Blanchimont, and now approaching bus stop. A bit of lock up, but he's using so yeah, his battery's already low, so I have to pay attention to that battery if nobody's setting their lap. But the only cars, I think. Let's see his battery. Yep, Dave will prepared for another fast lap, improving on the 43.6 he had. So we'll be on board with him. A bit scruffy coming out of the bus stop, but here he goes now. Looking to improve on that 43.6. Again, a bit of lock up, So having some problem with his brakes is now who's that coming out? It's Bolter, who also wants to be improving on his lap. And just yellow flags down in sector 2, but that's for DRS team. I don't know what's happening there, but here comes Dave down Camel Straight with DRS open.
Oh, it's not improving.
He's not improving. So he's gonna have to get on with it, and hoping to improve in both sector 2 and 3. We're coming through an out Bruxelles and into turn 11. He keeps it within the lines. That's a very common corner to get caught out with track limits. Oof.
Ooh.
Car looks to be very bumpy through there, but now out from Puyon, I think it was very clean.
Yeah, indeed, it was very good line there. Oh, I think he abandoned his lap.
I think he's backed out. It's low throttle usage, so yeah, that's the end of Dave's lap. How much time do we have? It's 2 minutes, so will he have some more time? Or will he just go into the pits and count his session out? Now, everybody's now on an out lap, including Bolter, who's at the front of the helm, so we'll be on board with him, and we'll have, and as always in LC, a very good end to qualifying.
Yeah, very close here again. For the top.
Let's indeed check the laps. Only the top 5 separated by a second. The rest of the field have to catch up more.
But you have to keep in mind it's a Spa, so the track is very long, so also the gap are normally a lot bigger here.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so here we go then. One last blast for all the drivers to improve on their laps and get that top spot. So here we go. Now with Bolter in the Ferrari, looking to make it a good result for the two red cars. I don't know what things to say. But anyways, down and approaching Radion and up into a Rouge, shooting past the old house. Now down Camel Straight.
Looking very fast here.
This is indeed. Keep it within the lines. Coming through they come.
It's already nearly 3 times up, so that's looking very good for him now.
We've got a big improvement for Bolter coming up. No traffic in his way, so he'll be in very good hands. Now coming to Puyon, not really flat out. Yep. So there we go.
But still very quick there.
Yep. All right. Yeah, coming through campus and then out.
Oh, 7 tenths up already.
7 tenths. Very great improvement. So
that's just looking good, right?
As I was going to say earlier, qualifying is now over, so this will be the final opportunity for the drivers to set their laps. Is Bolter going to improve on this one drastically? As we saw 7 tenths coming into sector 2. He comes to the bus stop. Switch on the on-track cameras. Here he comes across the line with a 141.8, which does put him in the top 5. But don't count out any other drivers. Here comes Coolest. He doesn't improve, so he stays 7th. Next one across the line is Mr. Zoxon. He's fairly improved, but it's not enough to put him to places. Here comes it's DRS Doom. Across the line, he doesn't improve, so there's not much improvements happening. But Slinks, he hasn't set his lap. What will he set? Here he comes across the line. It's going to be a good lap, I think. It's a P2 front row, and look how tight the gap is between him and Yossa. Who next? It's a big Yossa himself, in fact. He's invalidated his lap, so he won't be improving. Hashima, I think he's backed out or not, but doesn't matter. He hasn't improved. XD Lol comes across the line. He hasn't improved either. And Vebo, will he improve? He will. I think he's took pole.
We didn't see it.
Yeah, no, he's taken pole. So Vebo is your pole sitter. Is your pole position sitter? There we go. So that's Look and
The gap,
look at
the gap between top 4, man. It's
the gap.
unreal.
The gap between top 4 separated by 100. That is a very mad gap, but yeah, there we go. That's the end of qualifying with probably one of the tightest gaps I've ever seen in NLC.
I think I jinxed it in the quali when I said it's the longest track with the longest gap, so...
Oh boy. How much I hope we had more drivers here. But anyways, let me just take a quick screenshot and just run you through the qualifying results. So Weber P1, Yossa P2, Stinks P3, Kizio P4, XD-Law P5, Polter P6, Hashima 7th, Paul Diver 8th, 9th Coolest, Zuxon 10th, Dave and DRSG both 11th and 12th respectively. So there we are. I'll be just heading into a short intermission while we go for the main race. So, very nice qualifying session. I'll see you then. Alright, welcome back for the sprint race here in Belgium. So the starting grid with Weber, Jossa, Slinks and Kizio both separated by 100th in that qualifying session, which is very good. And for this, obviously, I said only qualifying had both rain. I was wrong. Yesterday it was all raining for all sessions, but what makes this one interesting is it'll be dry and then it'll be raining. So will the drivers pit for inters? Because obviously it's only an 8-lap race. Do they take the risk to pit for inters, or will they stay to take the risk? Will they pit for inters or take the risk just to stay out a bit on the slick tyres? So yeah, we're in for an intriguing sprint here to set the grid. Obviously, it's the old format. If I just double...
Yeah, I think a lot of people will... Oh, is it actually starting to rain right now?
No.
Oh no, it was just glitch.
Okay.
Actually, it also depends how intense the rain is for today. If it's just a light drizzle,
No, I think
in
it'll be,
laps, like lap 6 or so, they can definitely stay out on this.
They can stay out indeed. So yeah, it'll be light rain. So so maybe we'll see they'll be staying out, or maybe some will be trying to play a bit of a game and then hit for inters. But who knows? It's Slink's having a bit of a lag spike, but that won't affect his starting position at all.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't affect his Hopefully it doesn't affect his position during the race, because obviously lags can ruin your race entirely.
Yeah.
Obviously,
we saw it in Bahrain in Tier 1. It was actually quite interesting with Slinks here.
Especially back in Austria when Kizio was just a standstill.
Oh yeah.
out of turn, coming out of turn 3.
When he basically did an Austin Powers there.
Yeah. Okay, so there we go. Weber will be taking up his grid spot, and of course, as it is in sprints, we got such a low attendance. It's quite saddening. But anyways, Dave will be taking up his grid slot, and Weber will be setting us off. Side the UI. Going to give a great view here. So here we go then. The 3rd light, 4th light, and a 5th light. And it's underway in Belgium. Who's going to get the better start off the line? I think Weber's got a brilliant start. Yossa's catching up. Slinks wants to move up, but XD-Law and Hashima's there side by side, as is the back of the grid. Is Coolest and Dave, another Alfa Romeo, another Alfa Mercedes battle. We're going to see side by side action through Eau Rouge. We won't. The drivers will still stay the same they were, as Kizio was looking to make the move on Slinks. Slinks closed the door on him coming through. There's another side by side action. It's Coolest and Dave. I think they're keeping it very clean. Coming out of the chicane. They're not side by side anymore. Not much drivers are side by side, but still. All the drivers are setting off nicely as overtake. DRS team, I think, made a very, very great overtake out of turn whatever. And yeah, so yeah, everyone making it out the start very cleanly so far.
Yeah, it's still a very big train right now. So if DRS is enabled, it will be very funny to watch who makes an overtake or not.
Intervals, yeah, not much close intervals, but Kvyat, Kvyat won't. Slinks won't be left alone. Kvyat wants to make that move immediately. Will he make into the bus stop chicane? Look how tight it is between these two. Slinks actually makes the move on Big Yossa. He's ahead now,
Ooh.
so that's a very great move, but Yossa's trying to switch back on him. I think he won't be. It was a bit of a bump at the end. At the back of the pack is Dave. Dave's gone right down now. So he's going to have to be making up positions as Kvyat was overtaking Big Yossa and Xdilo's overtaking Hashima. So there we go. We've got more moves happening in the field as Bolter and Dave. Lots of moves happening now on lap 2 of the race. DRS, Duma and Zoxon will be side by side. Will there be any contacts? Almost as Zoxon goes round!
Oh no.
Zoxon's going around, so the stewards will be having a look at that indeed. And here comes Big Yossa with Slinks, and there's contact, and Kudus has gone almost round, and the two Mercedes are now left fighting for each other. There's more action happening down here. But meanwhile, Vebo's 1.9 seconds ahead of these guys, so he's taking a very massive advantage. Look how close it is between Yossa and Xdilo, but Xdilo gets the move done, and Kudus also looking to make the move done. He's going to make it through Puyon. It's very hard to do one, but he won't. And we got more. There's more action down the field. Kudus still fighting with Yossa. And on lap 2, everything is popping off now. Still no rain, but I think we should still be. People should be staying out right now.
Yeah, and one that has gained the most, I think, is Weber, because everyone is fighting behind him and he can just extend his gap. I mean, his lead in the front, so.
Yep. Oh, I forgot to say the tires. Leave the tire talk for a minute because Kudus is overtaking Big Yossa around the bus stop chicane. Kvyat with the fastest time, and yeah, don't forget some drivers on soft, some drivers on mediums. They're hoping for the soft to drop off, and then the mediums will be a massive advantage to them. So Vebo has a 2-second gap, but will that 2-second gap drop off in just a few laps, or will Vebo maintain it?
Now Slinks wants to get past Kvyat here on the Camel Straight with DRS.
DRS open, here he comes. On Xdilo will be a fairly easy move, but will Kvyat try and fight it back? He won't. He'll be just trailing behind him, hoping to make another move happen. Maybe if he can make it stick through Stavilo. We see back down the grid. Dave and Paul Dyer, they're very close together.
Big Yossa already down into 7th. That's not very good for his championship hopes, I think.
Oh yes. Yes, as you remember, he was the only driver to take points last time out in Britain for the championship. I don't think AJ, likes of AJ and I'll go back. Needs to probably, but I don't think we have the standings right now. They haven't made it, so we'll stick to it. And I'll try and tell you, I guess. But yeah, Big Yossa and someone, I think Solo also the only driver here competing for the championship right now.
Yeah, indeed. So last week there was a big chaos in the standings there. Oh, and
Paul Diver's making the move on Bolter through the straight. Will Bolter try and fight back through bus stop? No, he doesn't have the whip to do so. There's a bit of a lock-up. It's Dave again. He's had many lock-ups this race, I think. Kvyat and Slinks, this battle is still going on. So Kvyat's getting a bit hairy down, coming out of turn 1. But he's going to want to make that move coming into getting into Camel Straight. Oh, he's got a lot of straight line speed. He'll make that move before the chicane, Lecon. So
yeah, it's basically a uni-reverse card from last lap.
Yes, indeed. As Slinks will have to try and fight it back. Meanwhile, Hashima and Dave, they're very close. Paul Diver. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Through Paul Diver, he's going to have to take the long way round. But still, he gains a bit of an advantage. Dave comes back at him. And Bolter is alongside with Dave. It's all popping off down in the midfield. will Bolter try and make? He's gonna be side by side with Bulldiver coming into
Ooh, very close battle here.
coming into turn 11 and now down to Puyon. It's all happening down here between Bulldiver and Dave. Bulldiver, Bolter and Dave. Dave goes off track. Dave bins it. He saves it, but that's not helped him at all. There's no. I don't think there's any.
A lot of position here.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of position, but thankfully for him, there's no damage. But he's still gonna have to make those positions up as we have now 5 laps to go of this sprint race. No rain to be seen so far, but I think that'll be just coming just approximately 2 laps. Now Weber has a 1.4 gap. Sorry, Kvyatbona is now 1.4 seconds behind.
I think the softs are already at the drop-off point. Oh.
There goes
and raindrops here.
Oh, there's raindrops.
It starts to rain.
Not seeing much on my screen, but obviously, I don't think the drivers will be having to worry much because the rain usually hits around. Oh, Hashima's retired. Hashima's retired? What's happened to Hashima? Something's happened to Hashima. Is there a safety car? I don't think there is.
I think he disconnected.
Have we got another disconnect? No, he's in the barriers though. There he is.
Oh.
So something's, I don't know what's happened there, but yeah, there's Hashima in the barriers. Now I'm seeing raindrops now, but will it hit in a few laps or so? But Slinks and Kvyatbona, this battle is not slowing down anytime soon. We'll see in the main race as well.
And also Kvyatbona is gaining big time on Weber now
Weber
in the front.
Yeah, so those softs are dropping off quite a bit now. But Slinks will still try and stay with Kvyatbona, so he can have maybe a shot to win the sprint race and starting on the front in just a few moments time for the main race. As now look at this battle between what is it, Bulldiver, Bolter, DRS and Dave. Obviously,
very close together.
Yeah, indeed, with a Bulldiver and Bolter, but they are close. No move happening through Stavilo just yet, but let me just pop up with Slinks here. No movement to bus stop chicane. But what about Bolter? Will he try and get a move into the bus stop to help his championship hopes at least? XD-Lo actually pits, so he's the one that actually he's thinking to take the inters and thinking the rain will hit quite early. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
sometimes
it's like goes from dry to wet in like half a lap, or sometimes it takes like forever.
So yeah, there we go. He's in the pits for inters, and we'll be, I think, having to wait for the drivers to drop off. Meanwhile, Slinks and Yossa still fighting it out. I think there was a movement into Eau Rouge probably, but there goes Slinks. It'll be easy. Covers off Kvyatbona, so we're just playing DRS chicken through that straight. Oh, I thought he's gone off for a second.
Yeah, and also gaining like big times now, even with the battle on Weber.
Yeah, it's
That's very unusual.
Yeah, there's been something happening between Bolter and Bulldiver. Bulldiver had to go a long way again, but he's still fighting through it. Now the rain, I think, is coming down a bit heavy actually. Not really seen it this fast. And are the drivers struggling? Not just yet. I don't see any rain being kicked about, but Bolter is now very far ahead of Bulldiver, so that battle looks to have come to a premature end. A battle that has not come to a premature end is between Slinks and Kvyatbona. But Kvyatbona was actually 800s behind Slinks, so Slinks is actually making a very great use of this. But is Kvyatbona using his battery? He's low on battery though. How about Slinks? Slinks just has a bit of a better advantage, but he'll try and stick with the Aston Martin. So no movement into bus stop chicane. It's a bit far for him to do that. He almost goes a bit wide.
Still no pit stops for the top 3. With someone gone down in the pits.
Doesn't say on my screen. Not just yet, of course.
Oh, DRS him spun.
Oh, but I think he probably hasn't spun. He just made a mistake, or maybe had a collision with Dave of some sorts. Obviously, I don't think.
Oh, and Soxon goes to the pits. He's taking the gamble.
I mean, yeah, but he's all the way at the back, so I think,
Yeah, he has nothing to
but there goes Kvyatbona. Still dogfighting with DRS. Are these two? No movements into like the tight corners like Stavilo or the bus stop chicane, of course. I think there was one, but yeah, it was quite long ago.
Yeah, and also now Weber has extended his lead again.
Yeah, so Weber looks like he's having a. Oh, there's something happening. DRS Gym is running. What is happening here? DRS Gym is just running, and what we're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, is F1 in open lobby. So I don't know what's happening between these two. They're just ramming into each other. So yeah, keep it clean next time, boys, please. This is not open.
Will take a look there.
Yeah, this is not open lobby. Anyways, Slinks and Kizio, they're keeping it clean, however, and wants to be finishing on a high, obviously finishing on a higher starting position on the main race. So is there a future move for Slinks? Obviously, if you overtake the driver on that Camel Straight, you'll probably be guaranteed the higher position. As now, I think DRS Gym is probably shenanigans happening at the back of the grid, anyways. So I will be.
I think he's.
Oh, it's a collision! Kizio and Slinks are bumping into the back of Kizio.
Oh no!
Well, I don't know if that was an error by Slinks, or I won't say intentional, but. Yeah, I think, or maybe it's just the rain. Maybe they're finding it hard now, because yeah, there is a bit of a rain trail happening now. DRS June with a 10-second time penalty, again more shenanigans, and Slinks has overtaken Kizio, but that bump on the end of turn 1, I think it was definitely the rain. But regardless, maybe the stewards will have a look at it. I don't know, but as for now, Slinks is the guaranteed position, because obviously now with the rain, of course, it's going to be quite impossible to overtake now.
So yeah, you see the first droplets on the track, so I think it's very greasy right now, so that's probably the explanation for the...
Yeah, indeed, so I think it's just the rain, obviously being the rain, and of course you're on slicks, and DRS Jim not going to go to win because he's drives like an open lobby driver.
Yeah.
Ooh, Kizio's slipping now. I think Slinks definitely has that position. Definitely has that second position now in his hands, but who has the first? But someone who has the first position in his hands is a grand slam at the sprint, or should it be if he doesn't make any mistakes? It's Weber, our pole sitter. We're now round bus stop, and coming out on bus stop, rounding out the final corner. Here he comes, belting across the line to take the sprint win at Belgium. Slinks holds out for second, and Kizio has to settle for third with a very great fight between them, and it sets up a very great message for the main race tomorrow. Yossa and Coolest finishing 4th and 5th respectively. Bolter 6th, so I think a decent session for the Ferraris. Pool Diver will be coming home into 7th, and XD-Low, I don't think he's took a slight advantage on the Inters, but still finishes 8th. And someone's gonna have to ban these two, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
And Zoxen is gonna be coming home in 9th. Very great, deserved 9th place, because these two are absolute hooligans, and they go into the pits. I thought they were going to the pits, but anyways, someone's gonna have to sort the rage between these two. Anyways, then our sprint winner Vabo will be starting where he left off in 1st place.
So yeah, and we'll probably see now an extended sprint race in the future race, because I think the weather will be absolutely the same.
Yes, obviously coming in effect in like about lap 5 or whatever, or maybe just a bit later. Anyways, your sprint results then. Vabo started where he left off, 1st place. He'll be starting 1st on the main race. Slinks and Kizio 2nd and 3rd respectively, after a very great fight. Yossa 4th, I think very decent points for his championship. Coolest 5th, Bolter 6th, 7th is Pool Diver, XD Doll. Both Bolter and Pool Diver again had a very nice battle. Zox in 9th, Hashima is DNF'd, and these two hopefully we'll be DNF'd on the first lap because what we've seen now, we don't see no main race at all.
Yeah,
and
I don't see a long race for them.
yeah, no. And as Ero is rightly saying in the chat, what was that, dude? Anyways, into a short
Yeah.
intermission, and we'll be right back at the main race. Okay, then, now after the mandatory intermission we have in LFC, we're back with about 2 drivers short, plus Jim who's been banned. So yeah, we're gonna have a very hopefully the 8 drivers will be packed, so have an eight way fight for the win.
The good part is now it's a perfect mixture between mediums and soft now.
Yeah. So yeah, this will be a very, very fun race, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the only driver starting on soft is Dave, Bolter, Coolest, Yossa, Slinks, and Yossa and Slinks. Everyone else on mediums, but I think it's just 4 drivers on softs, 4 drivers on mediums.
Yeah.
That is exactly the case. Yeah. 8-way fight. Just imagine we actually do get that. So it's just gonna be 4 four drivers racing. It's gonna be miserable. It's just gonna be miserable just watching these guys race all the time, and then they're gonna be undercutting each other for what reason? Just pit all together.
Yeah, they will.
Anyhow, though, hopefully that won't be the case today. Hopefully we'll just have just a smooth running race with lots of action, as it always is.
If we get 5 safety cars here, it will be a guaranteed podium for everyone.
Yeah. Just put everyone on the podium at this point.
Yeah.
Most of the race for. Oh, okay. Obviously now we're being said to cancel it, but at this point we've already had a mass restart, so
It's too late.
honestly, yeah. Okay, so then Weber taking up his grid position. Yes, Kizio, who's a very obvious fight for the win, I suppose, or the podium, is not with us today, so yeah, we'll just be having this 8-way fight for now. Weber positioned a bit as now we get underway. Finally a great camera angle from EA, 5 lights on, and it's underway for Belgium here. Weber gets a great start. Slinks, I think, got a really good start. He's going to try the overtake down to turn 1. And with this 8-car pack, there's nothing happening so far. Slinks has got the lead. Slinks has got the lead now. And Weber's gonna try and fend off from Yossa, but Slinks now into the lead of the race. But Weber will just come right at him. Yossa too as well. Will it be three alongside into Camel Straight? It won't. But Slinks will still gain the lead. Meanwhile, it's Kudis and Bolter side by side fighting for 4th and 5th. XD looking to get into this battle as well, and
very close
indeed. And Dave trying to go wheel to wheel, but there goes XD round the outside of Bolter. Bolter's going to try and fight it back, but doesn't have the space to do so, as we just have this close 8-pack following. Slinks still ahead of Weber. Weber obviously had a grand slam in the sprint. It won't be a grand slam in this race, I suppose. I mean, I don't know if he had the fastest lap or so, but anyways, doesn't matter. I'll be counting it anyways. I didn't see. Actually, I have the sprint results here. I'll just quickly see it. I think that's the qualifying results. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. Right, we're in the main race for now, anyways. Any moves? Don't think any moves has happened yet. So, Big Yossa and Slinks were still being.
Oh, Weber is actually lost now.
Oh, what's happened to him? Oh, speaking
I
of,
have no idea.
I've been trying to search for the results. That something's happened to Weber and he's all the way down to last. I should have seen it. I'll see it back on stream. Actually, I'll clip it so I don't miss anything. And yeah, and when there's gonna be when there's gonna be a safety car, or if there will be a safety car, I'll be going back to that clip just to see what's happened to Weber.
Yeah, chances are slim for a safety car because it's only 8 people that can actually crash into each other.
Yeah, but Weber will be setting the pace alight again as he was back in the sprint, and will be going back up the order to at least secure the most points, because right now the least points you can get as it stands is 2 points only, so he's going to be making it.
Oh, it's actually 4 points.
Oh,
I think P8 is 4 points. If I'm not
oh yes,
mistaken.
no, yes it is. P9 is 2 points. Okay. My knowledge of
Well,
F1 hitting that.
No, I mean the least amount of points is 0 because if he DNFs,
Oh yeah, if you DNFs, then yeah, there you are. But if you finish, the race, it's 4 points for you if you finish 8th, which is the least amount right now. Big Yossa wants to settle for maximum points. He'll be trying to make a move, coming out of Blanchimont and then heading wheel to wheel into the bus stop. Will that be the case?
Oh, very close.
He looks very near. There's a gap, but he doesn't look to be doing a dive bomb, so maybe he'll try and settle for the Camel Straight, or maybe even turn 1.
Yeah, I think Camel Straight because DRS is now.
Yeah, DRS is powerful here. He sets the fastest lap, and as does Weber on the medium. So yeah, he's
quick today.
Yeah, he's definitely very quick today. He's looking to make up some more positions. As we now head down into a game of DRS chicken. Yossa has the superior straight line speed. He's gonna make the move now with Slinks and then covers him off, and then it's an easy move for Yossa. Will Slinks try and fight back? No, he doesn't. Check here, nothing else is happening back at the back of the grid. And yeah, Yossa in the lead of the race now, but Slinks will be looking to fight it back and regain the lead of the race.
Yeah, and also under the radar, coolest in P3 now.
Oh yes, I see it indeed. I don't know where he was last time out, but yeah, there he is in P3. So he's looking to gain a podium here now. Not much to talk about, sadly, because there's not much drivers with us. But you know,
well, they're still close together, so yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's just a fight for first here, and hopefully we get some. Hopefully we get bold moves at least, so we don't have to just see a constant game of just DRS. Who gets the DRS and who doesn't? Down Camel Straight. So yeah, Slinks teeing up another move. He's a bit far. He's a bit far, but will he get the superior straight line speed coming out of Rouge? We'll be just seeing in just a moment. Yep. No, I think yeah.
Slipstream. I think Slipstream is enough.
Slipstream is definitely strong here. Here he comes. DRS, and then overtakes Yossa, covers him off, and then Yossa will now have to fight. But there's Zoxen and Bolter. There we go. We got some wheel-to-wheel action. There's contact as Zoxen spun around.
Oh no.
There's contact between Bolter. Even in this 8-car race, there's still mayhem as Weber now tries to. It's 3 wide now. Was it always 3-9? Or it was, but they eventually come out. And Zoxen now back into last place. So
like in the sprint race, yeah.
Yep. So as I said, even in an an 8-pack race. There still can be contact happening, but obviously
Yeah.
everything will be a safety car. Yossa with Slinks, they'll still be with each other. They're still fighting. Dave picks up a time penalty, so we didn't have a time penalty in the sprint race, but now we do in the main race.
Yeah,
There we
so
go.
and also Weber big steps forwards now.
Oh yes,
He wants to get back in the position he started.
in 5th place. So obviously he's in a Red Bull, so this is not surprising to us.
Yeah, but it's equal today.
It's equal,
so...
equal, but still, it's just exactly that. Here he comes then. Big Yossa and Slinks, they're actually very close together. So Yossa will get the DRS coming down into Kemmel. Only 500s behind, but that won't stop him. He has superior straight line speed as Yossa, so I think he has less fuel than Slinks. Or not, they're actually on equal fuel. But still, anyways, here comes Yossa overtaking round, as does Weber and Bolter. Weber with an electric pace today gets the move done on Bolter and is looking to tackle Coolest for P3. But Coolest right now 2 seconds behind the Ferrari and Aston Martin fighting for the win. So Weber's gonna have to, like the pace more, I guess, in order to attain the win for this main race today.
Yeah, and also I think Big Yossa and Slinks will battle for now 17 laps more.
Yes, obviously, hopefully it's not DRS for the whole 17 laps. Hopefully it's on bold moves, as you can.
Yeah, and we have rain, so it won't be a DRS train for 17 laps.
So yeah, the rain, as it did in the sprint, now has come into lap 5. So now we'll be seeing if someone will take the risk early and pit for inters now, or will they just wait a few laps and then pit until the rain actually hits. But here comes Slinks. I think he's staying back, so maybe he wants to move down to the DRS. So but obviously there won't be any staying back in just a few laps because it'll be disabled in the rainy conditions. So maybe we'll get the moves down to Stavolo or Bruxelles or even Les Combes in just a few moments time. But now, as we do have DRS still, Slinks will still get the move done. He's actually less behind Yossa, so he'll have the move secured. Here he comes now.
Yeah, indeed, and I think he's already past him.
Yeah, already passed, and it'll build quite a gap. Not much of a gap.
And Weber actually overtakes
Extilo and Bolter. They're having a fight.
Yeah, Coolest,
almost close to having contact, but unlike another Alfa Romeo, Extilo and Bolter come out clean this time. Not another Alfa Romeo. Zoxen with the Williams.
Yeah.
But Bolter this time keeps it clean. As we are now with our race leaders. Slinks and someone close behind in Yossa. But don't forget, Weber's already overtaken Coolest. I think it was on the Kemmel Straight as it always is. Or not.
He did.
Yeah, okay, so it was through there, but I think he was still behind, so maybe a move into around turn 10 or 11. So a great move done by him.
Oh, and the rain has started.
So yeah, rain hasn't, and David picks up another. I think Dave is the same person who picked up that rack of penalties in Qatar, so he's starting where he left off again. We'll be seeing time penalties again, and
business as usual.
Yep. And Yossa doesn't get the move into. They're still very close at bus stop, but they won't make the move. As will anybody pit, not just yet, I think. So the cars will be staying up for one more lap until eventually they'll come to the pits.
Yeah, and also Weber now gaining a lot on the leading pack here.
So hopefully this fight will definitely be entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes it will. Hopefully you can still hear me. Yep. Just need to relax a bit. Yossa, on the grass goes Yossa. But still he gets.
I think he passed him before the DRS line.
Yeah, he did. But he still got DRS on the grass and then got the move done.
He actually did a Paris, or was it? No, it was an Albon.
Now Coolest gets a time penalty. but Weibo
Yeah.
is already within 900ths of these guys. So if the DRS will just stay for a bit until the rain hits, he will get DRS down Camel Straight, and eventually I think will take second place or even take the lead if he can go for a 3 wide move down Camel Straight as we've seen before in past years.
Yeah, or maybe he just stays in the DRS train and maybe goes for undercut or something.
So maybe as we now approach, as they come out sector 3 and fast approach Blanchimont, Weibo right up there with Slinks and Yossa. So after what happened on a few laps earlier, he's right back where he started and right back to getting that to attaining that win.
And also Coolest is not that far behind.
Yes, but I think he
first,
still has. I think he still has
first,
a bit. He has a bit of a. He has a bit of an effort to do. But sorry for interrupting.
yeah. I see the first raindrops on the track, so I think intermediates are not that far away anymore.
Yep. Still, everyone has stayed out. So yeah, they'll definitely put in a few laps time. But as we just see now, Weibo, the DRS is still enabled, so he will get the DRS. As will Yossa and Slinks will be. He's a bit further, is he? So they will definitely be side by side coming to the chicane, or wait, they won't actually. Oh, but who's side by side? XDLO gets the move done. He covers off. It's a bit early of a cover off, but there's no contact between them. So still keeping it clean, but they're now starting to struggle. That rain is now starting to hit, and it's starting to hit badly.
Oh yeah.
So it's very quick. Because obviously we had a bit of contact between Kulis and XDLO. So yeah, I think everyone at this point will definitely be starting to pit for Inters now.
Yeah, I think this lap it's the perfect time. Actually, I think the best timing would be last lap, but I think right now everyone will go to the pits.
Yeah, I think my theory with what's happened with Weber, I think it was a desync for him. So I don't know if he made a mistake or it was like some lag, but you know, I'll be seeing that clip just shortly if we have a safety car or like after the race. Yep, go ahead.
I didn't saw any mistake from him. It was just basically spawned in last place. So I think that's it was probably a desync.
Yeah. Okay. So there we go. The rain now in effect. DRS though, not unsurprised. Oh, there we go. As I say, DRS is now disabled as the commentator strikes again, and unsurprisingly, everyone gets in the pits. But hopefully, there's nobody collides in the pits. As someone spun actually, it's XDLO. XDLO, I think he spun coming out of the bus stop, and that's lost him a position to Bolter. So that's a disadvantage for XDLO. Oof. Bit hasty coming into the pits, but yep, everyone into the pits now. Slinks. Yossa's actually jumped Slinks in the pits. And comes out.
Nearly.
Yep. Obviously, in real life, that'll be a pit incident, but obviously in here we have ghosting. So, Big Yossa jumping Slinks into the pits. So that's really put an advantage for Yossa. As Weibo, he's now catching up with Slinks, and there'll definitely be a big fight between these three. I can tell you that for the rest of the race.
So yeah, now everyone on the same tires.
Here comes Weibo now. Intermediate conditions, so no DRS, but still manages to make the move done and covers off Slinks. Now Slinks will be having to think. Now Slinks will have to be thinking eagerly, so we can make more moves. Weibo's got a time penalty, so that's added on 3 seconds to his total at the end of the race. So he's gonna have to alight the pace even more.
Yeah.
So he can have a chance of getting a podium, or maybe.
Now he has to channel.
Getting the win.
His inner Max Verstappen now.
Yes, indeed he has to channel his inner Max Verstappen, or maybe channel his inner Schumacher 2002.
Oh yeah.
And try.
Just basically lap everyone in the course of the race.
Oof, Davis spun again actually. Maybe with contact with Zoxon, but yeah, Dave was fighting for like around 5th and now all the way plunged down to 8th, so he'll be finishing with the least points. As now Yossa is 1 second ahead of Weibo, but Weibo is still catching catching up to
Yeah,
Yossa.
he's catching fast now.
Yeah, he's catching very fast. So regardless of that 3-second penalty, will he try and recover that time as Zavers spun again, and eventually in the classic wait, he stopped actually. Okay, no, I thought he crashed. But yeah, as in the classic F1 driver fashion, he'll probably retire because yeah, having a bad race, there's no point in staying anymore. In my view, obviously.
Or you just hope that everyone kills each other.
Yes, indeed. Just everyone switches to Spa 1998, and then just decimates, and then the grid just decimates out of nowhere.
Or was it Brazil 2003 was the same actually, where basically through the whole race everyone was in the barrier at one point.
Yes. Okay, and Weber is still trying to make the move down to Kemmel, but he doesn't have. But Yossa is still keeping his ground. It's a very great defense by the Ferrari driver.
But for how long? That's
Yes,
the question
for
here.
how long
Because
can he maintain
Weber
it?
will pass him
Yep, and
at any point.
and as I said, Dave retires with 0 points. But obviously, if you're having a bad race, you're still in the points. I wouldn't recommend retiring. You still have points, and that's all that matters. But
Yeah,
anyways,
but he's reserved, so he won't get points.
oh
anyway,
yes, no,
so
yeah, but like I'm just saying, if you're a standard driver and that happens, then yeah, there's no point in retiring. You'll still get points.
yeah. But for reserves,
Reserves, yeah,
care.
it doesn't count. Reserves, reserves can just go and everything.
they can do what they want. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, but let's go to the leader gap, and it's only separated by 1.6 seconds. I think Slinks is still nearby. He's still close by.
Yes.
With,
Weber lost a bit of time here in the second sector, I think.
Yeah, but
I think Weber runs a very low downforce setup because on the straights he's basically a missile.
He's an absolute beast on the straights. But obviously we're seeing on fastest laps, Weber will attain that fastest lap, so it's an extra point for him. But will it be 26 points or
We don't
19?
19
19 points, yes.
or even 16. Who knows?
If you can keep that gap, which he is, I think he's still maintaining it. Let's go back to the interval. So you can see, yeah, still Slinks is still not even a second ahead of Slinks, so he's gonna have to overtake Yossa pretty quickly. For now, Yossa's still keeping his ground in first, so it's a very well run race by Yossa for now.
Oh, Slinks very wide there. Don't know if that was a warning, but he lost some ground to Weber now.
So Yossa is very decent in wet conditions because he's maintaining a second, but Slinks has now dropped it. But Weber is now a second ahead of Slinks, so he only has 2 seconds to cover until he's safe in that second position.
Or maybe he can hope that Slinks also gets penalty soon.
Yes, because it's still very easy to get penalties.
Especially in Spa.
Yeah, in Belgium especially. And yeah, if you don't do the right throttle usage, that's definitely a warning for you.
Yeah. I mean, I sometimes only can look at track limits and get a warning, so it's that easy in Spa.
Out through bus stop we go. Now just leisurely driving, and Weber's quite close with Yossa, so I don't know how much battery he has. It's quite low battery, so Yossa has the barrier advantage, but obviously.
By not that much, actually.
Yeah, but if you see Weber's light is blinking, so he is harvesting. No, it's blinking because it's the wet weather.
Yeah.
not because of the ERS, but
it blinks.
Yeah.
If you are on 100% or 0% battery, it blinks now.
Yeah. But obviously it'll be blinking forever because we're in the rain right now. But still, Weber still quite close with Yossa. but
Yeah.
still Yossa is ahead. There's
Oh,
movements down
Bolta.
there. Yeah, Bolta and XD having a scrap. But I
Right
think
down the order.
yep, I think XD had an error, but yeah, still in front. As a Bolta makes it into 5th.
Yeah.
Well, as Weibo's still and the Yossa still leading the race. So that jump in the pits really helped Yossa because now he was in the lead. Now is
And also Slinks is now gaining a bit on the those two.
yeah, but
Very interesting now.
obviously if he wants to get P2, he's gonna have to maintain his gap to Weibo, or maybe if he wants to win, just pick up the pace a bit and then try and catch up with the two.
Yeah.
As now we start lap 13. No action between these two, but hopefully we don't get just the same two drivers. Hopefully we get switches for the lead.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just
Let's hope for that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you watch the position changes, it's very boring because Big Yossa gained 2 and Weber and Slings
Yeah.
both lost 2, 1, and the rest is the same.
Yes, indeed. Obviously, there's not much position to gain right now because there's only 8 drivers.
Yeah.
So it's...
Oh, Weber now also very close again on Yossa, but I actually think that Weber has a little bit his corner problem because every time they go into sector 2, he uses ground to beat Yossa.
Yeah, because he's quite had the heavy influence on the straight line speed, but
Yeah.
trying to turn through the corners with a straight line speed sign gets a bit
Big
shaky.
drift there.
But Yossa, I think he went off in turn 16, so that's a warning out to his total. But who knows? So that snap had a very big disadvantage on Weber because he's now 1.4 seconds behind. Slinks is close with Weber. So maybe he wants to fight it on track. This battle for second place.
Maybe Slings can go for a move here.
As we know, head out of turn 1 and into turn 2. And now going down through a Rouge and a Radi on the Rouge. Clean through that. With using his ERS momentarily, but not much as Weibo is quite low on battery.
Actually,
yeah.
the gap between Slings and Weber actually stayed the same for the whole chemist right now, so they equaled out each other.
Yes. But obviously with Weber having a low battery percentage, still sets up quite the bat as a Bolta and XD though. They're quite close together fighting. Zoxon is just loitering at the back, just waiting for the end of the race until he gets points. Because yeah.
Or maybe he waits for a safety car. Who knows?
I mean, who knows? Maybe someone will have an occasional snap, and then pull something out of nowhere.
And in wet conditions, that can happen very easily, very quick.
As you've seen with Weber with that snap at this corner exactly. Oh, I think he's gone off again. Oh, he's gone off, and that's another snap for Weber. And Slinks is going to have another advantage. So as we just said, with that snap,
close now.
He snaps to the same corner and gets the move done. So we've seen a move on track for once. And there we go. Slinks now up into second, and maybe, just maybe, can he catch up with Yossa and have a fight for the win?
Yeah, I think Weber actually has a lot of problems with his rear end.
Yeah, especially coming out Stavolo.
Yeah.
yeah, there we go. Slink's already 1.9 seconds, so hopefully he picks up the pace and then tries and challenge Yossa.
Yeah, yeah. Because Big Yasa is now smiling like hell when he looks in the mirror and see both of them fighting each other.
But Yossa has a bit of a battery advantage, so maybe he'll catch on to Slink's catching up. Yeah, Slink's is catching up very much. It was 2.2 seconds back at turn 1. Now here coming through Lecom, it's now 1 second. So Slinks is catching up super quickly.
He's actually flying now.
Yep. But don't forget, as I said, he also has a battery advantage, so he'll be using that throughout the course of this race.
Or maybe not, we don't know.
Yeah, and hopefully the both of them don't catch any penalties, so we can have just a straight on-track battle for the win.
Yeah, actually it would be interesting to see who has how many warnings right now,
Yeah,
and I will take a look right now. So
I don't know how to check the warnings on this game. Just
actually, Big Yasa
oh
has
no, yeah, you
one.
On the race director. I'm so silly.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, so he has one warning, and everyone else in the front has 0 warnings. So actually, it's on Slinks has still 0 warnings. So he has the very much the advantage here.
Yeah, so
If
yeah, Yoss is still going to maintain the gap now. Slinks is I think he's still I think he's fast, especially through sector 1. So we'll see.
yeah, maybe
that.
also low down for setup, I think.
Yeah, but now the gap is 1.6. I think Yossa, Yossa is now using his battery a bit, so he can just stay in front. Meanwhile, Avo is using all his battery, but to be honest, he doesn't really have much of a fight as he has the meanwhile XD and Bolter still scrapping it out here for 5th. Here comes XD Low. It's like we have DRS, but we don't. It's just ERS covers off Bolter and then moves up into 5th. So it's an almighty scrap happening down into 5th.
And yeah, still under the radar, coolest in P4 is actually closing in on the top 3 right now.
Yep, and he's also ahead of XD Lol with a bigger advantage, so he will get 4th now as it stands.
Yeah, indeed. If he doesn't get any penalties.
I don't think we'll see any more pit stops because the Inter's it's not really much to do with.
Yeah, well, maybe someone tries to.
Yeah, maybe.
Someone maybe goes for the crazy strategy and thinks like, oh, new Inters sounds good, actually.
Yeah, but the thing is, everyone is pitted in the same time, so yeah. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a smart one to try and do that strategy, but as it stands, nobody will be pitting, as the closest battle on track right now is between XD and Bolter. So mostly on board with them. I think they've been having a very great scrap, all very clean, especially coming
indeed.
in the Camel Straight. But as we see now, really try and make a move at Eau Rouge. He's not close enough, but he'll maybe try and get back at him at the Camel Straight. As Yossa has now increased his gap to Slinks about 2 seconds. What's happening there? Kulis is still behind.
Yeah,
so maybe he'll make.
He actually gained. I think he gained 1 second in 1 lap alone. So that's very impressive now, because he's now under 2 seconds behind Weber.
Yeah, it'll be an on-track battle for P3 if Kulis can reach it, because we have now 5 laps to go of this race. 5 laps.
Yeah, it's 5
Yes,
laps, yeah.
okay, so 5 laps to go. It's gone fairly quickly, I think. Didn't expect it to go this quickly. But Bolter is right up back with XD low, making up the positions he did back at Camel Straight. So really try and do it on the second straight on with a Blanchimont and then bus stop chicane.
Yeah, maybe he can go for a move there.
He's 400. He's only 3 tenths, maybe a few tenths, and has a battery advantage. So he's either saving batteries. I think he's saving battery, so we can go for that.
Yeah, maybe for the last lap, I think.
Really, is actually closing in on Weber.
Very quick, actually.
Very quick.
I
yes.
think
it was 2 seconds at Bruxelles, and now. Oh, as I say that, he goes into the curb, and that's lost in a massive amount of time.
The commenter curse strikes again.
Strikes again. There we are. And also I've been saying a close battle between XD Low and Bolter. That's 1 second the gap behind Bolter. So we have no fights here that's under a second, unfortunately.
So yeah, maybe I think it's time for just telling some cool facts we know.
Yeah, let's
that
just
will
say
hit
cool
them up.
facts until there's a fight under a second.
Because that's probably it's nothing happening right now.
Obviously, let's say one cool fact I think about this track because the corner name in Eau Rouge is actually named because the water under, I think it's a tunnel, is like a little channel, because the water there is red, and that's why it's called Eau Rouge.
And you know why the water is red?
Ooh, why is that?
Because the water there has a lot of iron in it, so it's basically rusty.
Oh, indeed. I actually never knew that. Very interesting fact.
And also, Spa is not only the longest track in the calendar, it's also the one with the highest elevation change.
Oh yes, I think. Yes, it's very far up. I think with the highest corner being at Kemmel.
Exactly, yeah.
It's not. Yes, indeed. I've learned that from Gran Turismo because obviously they have those little maps with like they show like the elevation of the map, so it's very nice. As I'm gonna say some past things I know about with my experience of watching F1. Obviously, through Eau Rouge and Radion, Sergio Perez in 2018 had a big tank slapper, then with a very massive save, quite saved it, preventing a very massive accident.
Yeah, indeed, and also the big accident from Lando Norris in 2021, where he couldn't save it in Eau Rouge.
Couldn't save it, and then puts McLaren in the barriers with obviously Vettel being a very nice man, going to check up on him, and then showing he's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
What facts do we also know?
Okay, I don't know exactly the year. I think it was 2001 or 2000. It was between Schumacher and Hakkinen down Kemmel with the back mark, I think it was, and then Hakkinen making.
Oh yeah, Ricardo Zonta was it? I think.
Zonta, okay. And they're making a very great move, 3 wide coming down Kemmel.
I think it was 98, I think.
98, especially with that, and also with 98 with that calamity of the start.
Yeah.
Also with.
Then it was. Was Mika Häkkinen even driving in 2000? I think he retired before.
No, I think his last year was 01. Oh wait a minute!
All right.
Cut the facts. We have a fight under a second. It's Bolter and XD-Lo again. They're back under a second.
Yay!
There we go. We've finally done it. Hopefully he catches up and doesn't have a tank slapper. And there he goes back to 1 second again. And 1 second. Well, that was nice. Enjoying that.
It was fun until it wasn't. So.
And also on that start in 1998, the late Murray Walker, as you said, this is the worst Grand Prix start I've ever seen in my life. It was like around that.
Yeah.
No,
think
it's
it
the
was-
worst start to a Grand Prix that I've seen in my entire life, or something like
I,
that.
I think it was the most expensive car crash ever in history.
Oh yes, because I mean, just imagine the engineers' work having to clean up all that aerodynamic work and all that.
They built the car together in the night shift. The next day, 200 meters, car done. So, what else can we say?
What else? God, I don't know.
Actually, the headquarters of the European Union, or EU, is actually also changing from Brussels and Strasbourg, so they are not always in Brussels.
As look now, under a second again. Will it
And over
be-
second. And under.
Not yet, but it's actually going down, so maybe we'll see a move.
Yeah.
hopefully. As we as Yossa increases in gap, it's 3 seconds now. Jesus. Bolter, come on, use your battery. Just at least get closer with Xilo, please. Oh, he's using battery now. He's off.
Yeah, I think he will use all the battery in the last lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has actually exactly the double amount of battery than XT-LOL in front.
Oh yes, indeed. So he has a huge ERS advantage. Obviously, we are counting down to the penultimate lap now. So he's still gonna. So he's gonna wait to gun it.
Yeah.
He is closing up, coming out of the Rouge, and now we'll be heading down Camel Straight. He's still using his battery, so he's trying to tee up a move here. He's using up every one of his battery. XD-Lo trying to weave around the track. Will that stop Bolton from making a move? He's thinking about a dive bomb, but that won't happen just yet. He's gonna have to try.
I think that it was one move too much from XT-LOL actually, but I'm not a steward. They have to decide.
Ooh, close. So close to making contact. But obviously the rain being a bit greasy now.
I think they watched the stream and they were like, oh wait, these two commentators are bored, so
Yeah.
let's do something now.
let's do something fun. No. Let's stop these guys from. Oh, they go! Ooh. There we go! There he goes wide XD-Lo, and he's lost the position to Bolter. No. So XD-Lo's gonna have to fight that back now. As you said, they said, oh look at that! Let's stop him from saying useless facts, and let's just get on with the racing.
Or maybe they were just worried that you are falling asleep.
Exactly. But hey, there we go. There we go. Our first bit of action on track. XD-Lo going wide and gifting the place to Bolter. But will XD-Lo try and fight that back? We now count down to the final lap of the race. And I'll just be on board with these guys mostly, because that's the closest battle happening right now on track.
Exactly, yeah. They're basically the only battle that happens on track.
Yeah, so they're almost matched on batteries, XD-Lo and Bolter. I wouldn't use the battery right now. It's definitely down. It's definitely down Camel Straight. You should use it.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's got a bit of a run on him, but no, XD-Lo actually's got a decent run on Bolter, so he's gonna be teeing up a move, but he needs to be using all his ERS on the Camel Straight. Should XD-Lo almost goes off track, but still keeps it within. As we now have this fight at least is happening. There goes Bolter and XD-Lo. They'll be wheel to wheel into the chicane.
Who breaks later?
Let's hope there's no damage. There's no contact.
In front.
Bolter now gets
done it. He's done it.
Bolter's,
Great defensive work from him.
Yeah, Bolter's still defending for his life. It's a very great race, I think. I don't even think I should shift to the race winner, but I'm gonna have to. That's the camera rules.
Yeah, actually, Coolest very close to Weber now.
Yeah, but
Just saying.
maybe,
But
maybe.
Extilol is closer.
Who knows? Maybe we'll have. Wait. We'll have another battle under a second. Come on, Coolish. Just a few seconds to go.
Come
Oh,
on,
he
go
snapped it
for it.
there. For God's sake. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
No, Coolish is just under a
under a
second now, but
second.
obviously I don't think we'll have the move done.
Yeah, but he runs
For
out on
now.
battery, sadly.
Yeah, but here we go. There's your race winner. I think a very great maintained race from him. Coming out of bus stop and benefiting from that pit stop. Big Yossi's going to come across the line to win the Belgian Grand Prix. Slinks
Yay.
settling for second, and Vebo. The Cooler, they're very
Oh,
near, but
cool, that was very close there.
but yeah, that won't really count for it.
Yeah.
And XD and Bolter will win the battle, obviously with XD Law's mistake proving costly.
Yeah.
Sells for 6th, as now we just wait for Zoxen not to spin it
We
round,
just
to finish 7th.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is your race winner, Big Yossa, with a very, very greatly maintained race for Belgium today.
Exactly, yeah.
Definitely
Wait,
wasn't boring, but...
Let me check real quick if we even have clips for stream today.
Oh boy, I don't know.
No, it's empty.
Yeah, but I don't think, honestly, there's no point of doing a driver of the day. Well,
Yeah.
my personal driver of the day will be Big Yossa, because I think he was just in front the whole race and then maintained it well, I guess.
No, my pick will be Bolter because he
At least
he gave us some action.
At least he provided something.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we are then. Your finishers for today is Yossa, Slinks, Vamo, Coolitz, Bolter, XD-Law, Mr. Zoxen, and Dave, who retired, getting no points, but he should have waited for at least 4 points. So I think, and would have at least gave us something because of the 2 penalties he picked up. I think he would have probably got disqualified.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so there we go.
But
Then.
he didn't got disqualified in Qatar, I think so.
No, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, obviously Vamo picked up the fastest lap as he did when it wasn't raining. But yeah, that was the Belgian Grand Prix. And yeah, we'll be seeing you, if we have any, for the driver interviews actually. And then after that we go on the clips. So yeah, we'll be short intermission and then we do exactly that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the driver interviews. Somehow, some people want to be interviewed. Let me just put the clips as well. Okay, so then let's get our first interview of the day in Big Yossa. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so the quiet races it was for most of the drivers, but I think it was a good fight between you and Slinks in the sprint and for a few laps in the main race. So talk us through how it went.
Yeah, I think I was pretty happy overall. I think the sprint didn't go to plan, but yeah, P4 was still not too bad anyway. And then the race pretty much was flawless for me, just managing the race from the front.
Yeah, honestly, not really much to add apart from a very well maintained race from you after you got the advantage coming out of the pits. That's all from my side. Is Tim, anything you want to add?
Not really, no. It was not the most entertaining race, to be honest. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
so just be true on that. But yeah, thanks for the interview, anyways. Obviously, I know it was a quick one, but still, that's how it goes. And yeah, good luck for. I think it's Abu Dhabi. No,
Suzuka.
Suzuka next. So yeah, maybe there's rain there, or hopefully there's more drivers. So yeah, thank you, and
Yes.
goodbye.
I'll see you next week.
Yep, goodbye. See you next week.
Yeah. Bye.
I think the interviews will be fairly quick today.
Yeah.
Okay, so then next it was Yossa, and after Slinks, and then after that was Slinks. So let's get Slinks in here. Hello. So then P2 on the road. Yeah, having a very great battle at the sprint, and then taking advantage, and then overtaking Weibo on track, and yeah, obviously disappointed to not get the win, but yeah, talk us through your race.
Yeah, well, quali, I invalidated one lap, spun one lap, so I had one lap, and then I think top four was separated by 18 thousandths.
So it was a
And
very
then
great qualifying session.
during the sprint, I can't remember what happened in the sprint. I just remember driving, and I got up to P2, and then the race was just boring. There wasn't really a lot. Just being cautious not to spin because, yeah,
Also not to, take any take any track limits as Weibo did. But yeah, it was a very
yeah,
clean race, I guess, from you. Obviously, again, I'm disappointed not getting near Yossa and challenge for the win, but that's all from my side. Tim, if there's anything you want to add?
Not really. Just a real question. Do you prefer dry or wet races? Because as the wet races, I think you are getting better results there.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's all for the interview. Thank you for coming, and good luck for Suzuka.
Yep. See it. Yep.
Yeah, bye bye.
Yeah.
Okay, so then finally, clips of what? I don't know. Phew. Okay, anyways, final interview of Bolter. Hello.
Hello.
I think, yeah, it was P5. Obviously having a very nice scrap with XDLO, and I think it
Yeah.
was definitely the best action of the race. So yeah, tell us through it, please.
Yeah. I haven't really fought this much in a while. It's quite fun having battles like this. He was much stronger on the straights, but I was able to make up the time in the corners and some clever ERS management thanks to Aero and also XD LOL making more mistakes, giving me the fighting chance to overtake him. So it was quite like switching Like sometimes I was in front, sometimes he. Like we changed a few times. So it was really close.
So exciting to see, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, obviously a very hard and deserved P5. Obviously, XD slipping, so you got the advantage a bit, but still, P5 on the road is all that matters. That's all from me. Tim, anything you want to add?
Not really, no. It was, yeah, like I said, not the most entertaining race in terms of action on track.
Yeah, but that battle was definitely the most action we had on the track so far. So yes,
Yeah.
thank you for the interview, and good luck for Suzuka next week.
Thank you.
Yep, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, so that's it for the interviews. So then let's go on to the non-existent clips.
Yes, exactly.
Yep, this is one there. So enjoy that while you last, and I can send the full. Oh my god. Anything. Okay, so at least we have got one clip then.
Yeah.
Obviously with the absolute pandemonium that happened between Dave and
Yeah.
there's what's this. Oh yeah, there's a oh fuck off. Well that's lovely.
So like
Well, actually, I think the title of the first clip is 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Okay, I can't watch that on the end because it's blocked it, but I can actually. But here we go. At least got. Oh, we've got okay. So something. So oh my god, it's both on the same now. But anyways, we've got some clips to watch. So anyways, we'll do exactly that then. Obviously nice.
Okay, so this light rain is going to be with us for a while
Nice
now.
stats up here.
Dry's definitely seem like the fastest car at the moment.
I think maybe something happened at the pit lane, probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I think a bit of a lock up while it was greasing down, and then that angered, and then that's what angered Tube, and then decided to become an open lobby driver. And obviously that's not the best way to sort it, but anyways.
Yeah.
We'll just see how that happened on lap 8 on the fight. Oh yeah, this is where it all kicked off at the end of lap.
Yeah.
And this is where the ban happened. 35 seconds of time penalties. Jesus Christ.
To be honest, it looked a bit like a brake check from XD. No, Dave actually.
Yeah. This is before the lap. He's trying to avoid. They're just avoiding of who to crash into who now. Scratch the action between Bolter and Exilo. This is the best action we had.
But yeah, true.
Yeah, Salman, not Bolter. And then more advanced here was the crash.
These two guys, man. These two.
This content is finest, man. Okay. Okay, yeah, that will just about wrap up the stream. Zox in his raiding cars stream, so thank you for that. Oh, actually, no.
Yeah.
If I'm just gonna do another window capture of the clip that's happened to Weber. Obviously, let's just prove my theory if that was right or not of the window capture.
Oh,
More content, why not?
more clips.
More content, yeah.
Yay.
Okay, this one, here we go. On still series, as I clicked it. Okay. Oh, we have to do this, hold on. Go ahead. There we are. Okay. Obviously I have my I1s here, but I'm going to here, and right that here. I'm not able to go full screen, or maybe I am. Okay. Yeah, it works. Okay. So let's see here. There he is. He's in second place. I think it was definitely a desync or something. Maybe he spun. Oh
Let's
no!
see.
So it's definitely a desync. Yeah, I did see that, but then I did see it briefly. But then I was doing something. I can't remember. I was just
Yeah,
I
it's
was
definitely
searching.
desync. Yeah.
Yeah, I was searching for the standings. But yeah, that was But still, he made up a solid recovery. I think he finished third in the end. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You can just see right
good
now.
race from him.
Yeah, you can just see in the minimap right now the point of doop, and there you are.
And gone.
Yep, indeed. Back down to Discord. Any more clips? Well, there is another one from Dave. So yeah, that's our last one for today.
Oh no.
Oh, this is when team he's just avoiding them at this point.
Why isn't he going full throttle?
You just go full, just escaping because he's gonna look and then yeah. I think in my eyes.
God.
I think in my eyes, Dave should have moved out of his way, in my opinion. Anyways, no, really, that's all Doom. I don't know what he's doing there. He just served up himself a race ban. So then, yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. I think in the end, a lot of chaos, a lot of boring fighting, but still, I think it was just one of those races, I guess. That's it. That's all I can say about it. It was just one of those races.
And yeah, like Mr. Soxon now says, they just want to go the whole play out.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there we go. I don't really think I have much to add for this until the end of the stream. Do you have anything to add?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, that will conclude the stream for today. Well, I mean, not really much action, but hopefully next week we have Suzuka. So I think good entertaining track, and hopefully there's many more people driving today, this week, next week.
We have just forced him into race, I think,
Okay.
if it rains.
Yeah. So then, yeah, thank you for watching. I've been your host with Tim Bleischer, and that was Belgium. We'll see you next week in Tier 2 for Suzuka. And I'm thinking of doing a Clarkson impression, and on that terrible bombshell, it's time to end.
And back to the studio.
Terrible disappointment. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you for next week. Good night.
Bye, see ya.
Let's bowl that one.